welcome. I am Amarachi Ubani. Tonight, massive crowd witnesses swearing in of Bayelsa State Governor Seriake Dickson for another 4-year term. Catholic bishops back anti-corruption war, link menace to difficulty in defeating insurgents. Shock as herbalist admits to killing 2 men under controversial circumstances in Kogi State. And France urges Turkey to end its assault on Kurdish fighters in northern Syria. We begin tonight in Yenagoa, where Governor Seriake Dickson has offered an olive branch to opposition political parties to join him in what he calls consolidation of his achievements as governor of the state. He said this at the Samson Siasia Sports Complex in Bayelsa State as he and his deputy, Rear Admiral Johnson Jonah, took oath of office for another 4 years.
Members of the Nigeria Police in their ceremonial regalia with the Governor Seriake Dickson inspecting the Guard of Honor.
To celebrate this victory that came through clear dint of hard work. No governor in our history, no governorship candidate in our... As a gentleman, I just want to appreciate you. Some of you may have watched that...
After inspection, the governor mounted the podium along with his deputy, where both of them took oath of office to serve the people of the state.
Any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as governor of Bayelsa State. I defend the law.
Even though good memory, no can study this.
Constitution.
No camera, no
The Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
Concerning his plans for the next 4 years, Governor Dickson assured his people of consolidation on the gains of his first tenure.
The wisdom of our strategy in calling for a diversification of the economic base of our state and exploiting agriculture and tourism as avenues for expanding our economy have now become more justified now than ever before. We will complete and put to use all our fish farms, cassava starch processing plants, other agricultural initiatives, as well as hotels and tourism facilities to create jobs for our teeming youth and complement revenues from oil sources.
He also extended an olive branch to members of the opposition political parties in the state.
As a product of opposition politics myself, I respect your right to hold and to pursue political aspirations different from mine. I respect your right to belong to a party different from mine. Your participation in this just concluded political process made this contest more vibrant and our victory more worthwhile and legitimate.
And today we are gathered.
The governors of Taraba, Gombe, Ekiti, Abia, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Delta and Jigawa states were all in attendance.
In our history, no governorship candidate now.
Now that the swearing-in is over, it's time to get down to work, and Governor Dickson has made a promise not to disappoint the people.
Voting has been cancelled on the rerun election of Lamode, Numan and Demsa federal constituencies in Adamawa State. Observers say the exercise, which witnessed low turnout of voters, was peaceful and counting has since commenced in most polling units. Rerun election to fill seats in Numan, Demsa and Lamode federal constituencies of Adamawa State held despite a federal high court order putting it on hold. Today's rerun election became necessary following the 2015 appeal court ruling, which nullified the election of Lowry Kwamote of the Social Democratic Party. The UK Metropolitan Police Chief, Sir Bernard Hogan Howe, is to be grilled by members of Parliament over claims that Scotland Yard and the CPs were involved in a deliberate cover-up of evidence of police corruption. According to the Daily Mail UK newspaper, the extraordinary case centres on Scotland Yard's prosecution of a former governor of Delta State, James Ibori, who once worked as a cashier at a branch in Wickes DIY store in West London. A court was told that the Met and the police chief repeatedly concealed documents suggesting that officers investigating Mr. Ibori for fraud were paid to leak details of the inquiry that could have helped him evade justice. A judge heard that one detective received at least 19 unexplained cash deposits totaling thousands of pounds into his bank account after illegally disclosing sensitive information. Well, back home, the Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, His Eminence John Cardinal Onayekon, has expressed support for the federal government's war on corruption. At the Cardinal Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, Cardinal Onayekon notes religious institutions must contribute to ensuring moral values and virtues are preserved. Our correspondent, Linda Akibe, reports.
It's a packed Sunday service at Our Lady Queen of Nigeria, Abuja, as Catholic bishops from different states of the country come together with Catholic faithful to celebrate Mass as part of activities to mark the Catholic Bishops' Conference. Delivering his homily, the Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, His Eminence John Cardinal Onayekon, lamented the problem of endemic corruption, which he says has left a trail of poverty in the country.
Our two challenges have a common moral source. Our inability to deal adequately with terrorist insurgency has been closely linked with massive criminal corruption in the system. Nigerians have every reason to be angry with the system, but anger is not enough.
Cardinal Onayekon also wants government to explore other strategies for fighting terrorism and insurgency in the country.
There is a limit to how far military action can go. To get to the root of the insurgency, other parallel strategies are called for. In general, the Boko Haram members are not foreigners. They are our kith and kin. Does it not make more sense to win them back to our communities than to aim at killing them all off?
After the service, the Catholic bishops and parishioners left the church auditorium to the main venue of the Bishops' Conference proper. The keynote speaker also focused on the war on terrorism, saying the war cannot be fought and won by government alone.
There is the need to reward people for exceptional courage, honesty, and selflessness in service. Those patriotic Nigerians who, while serving the nation, lose their lives, especially soldiers, policemen, and so on, should have their families adequately catered for so that these can inspire the youths to be more willing to sacrifice for this country.
Archbishop Keigama is optimistic that a new Nigeria is possible with a general reawakening of patriotic consciousness among the people. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.
The Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigeria Communications Commission, Professor Umar Dambata, has announced plans to create affordable mobile broadband in Nigeria. He explains the regulatory body has commenced extensive monitoring of key consumer concerns, including frequent drop calls, excessive data charges, and unsolicited text messages.
This meeting between the top management of the Nigeria Communications Commission, NCC, and the media in the Northwest, North Central, and the FCT serves as an opportunity for the regulatory body to give an update of its activities, challenges, and projections for the years ahead. With the objective of promoting innovation, competition, and investment in the communications sector, the Executive Vice Chairman of the Commission, Professor Dambata, announced an 8-point agenda, top among which is the facilitation of broadband penetration in Nigeria.
Our vision for this goal is to provide and optimize access to and use of affordable fixed and mobile broadband everywhere in Nigeria, and to support availability universally. We will promote the availability of reliable, interoperable, rapidly restorable, critical information and communications technology infrastructure that are supportive of all required services in order to strengthen measures for quality of service regulation.
Most service providers adequately fulfill the three basic requirements of availability, accessibility, and affordability of service. But the telecom regulator says a close monitoring of key performance indicators is on to ensure customers get value for their money.
Let me assure about the readiness as well as the assertiveness of the NCC to protect consumers. There are so many avenues that consumers can be able to submit their complaints to the Commission. There is a toll-free number, 622, which you can dial and register your complaints.
On the SIM registration issues that is affecting many subscribers across the networks, the regulatory body, however, urged all affected customers to patiently comply with the service providers, who they say are working under the directives of the Commission to eliminate fraudsters from using their services indiscriminately. Omelogo Nadi, Channels Television News.
In part two, after the break, people with disabilities seek improved recognition from the government. Please join us again.